Hi, this is James Bass Player. Today's lesson will be on keys. So when you say keys in music theory, a key is a group of notes which a piece of music is based or played. A key is a group of notes which a piece of music is based or played. And also, a piece of music can use all the notes, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Some piece of music, most popular music is written in a single key. Most popular musics that we normally play or listen to is written in a single key. That is using one key throughout the music. But some piece of music change key along the way. Some piece of music change key along the way. That is modulation. So when you are playing a song using a key, and you realize that in the process of the song, the key is changed. That means the music has been modulated. So remember that most popular music is written in a single key. That is using one key, which is maybe A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Or some pieces of music change the key along the way. That is called modulation. So maybe if you are using key A, in the process of music, then you switch or you change the key to B or B flat. That means you have modulated from one key to the other. Let's talk about natural keys. Let's talk about a natural key. A note is referred to as natural when the letter name A, B, C, D, E, F, and G is not modified by sharp or flat from a key signature or an accidental even on the keyboard. Let's say on a keyboard or on the bass, even on the keyboard, on the bass, or the lead guitar. A key is a natural key when it's not modified by a sharp key or a flat key or an accidental key, because the sharp keys and the flat keys are called accidental keys. So a natural key is when a key is not modified by a sharp or a flat key. So a natural key is simply the letter named A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. There are 7 natural keys. And also, don't forget that the 7 natural keys can also be written in whole tone. The 7 natural keys have 5 whole tones or tones. That is moving twice from a key or 2 steps from a key to another key, and also 2 half tone or half step or a semitone. These are the key structures. The key structure has 5 whole steps or a whole or 5 whole steps or a tone. That is moving 2 steps from a key to a key, from a key to another key, and also a whole tone, a half tone or a semitone. That is moving 1 step from a key to another key. That is the key structure. So using and also another name for the whole tone is called a tone or a half step. Another name for a whole step is called a tone, and another name for a half step is called a semitone. So the whole step, you move twice from a key to another key, and a has to move once from a key to another key. Let's also go further by expressing more on the by explaining more on the natural keys. The natural keys are also divided into 3 aspects. That is the major, which takes the C, F, and G, and the minor that takes the D, E, and A, and the diminished key that takes the E. So on the C major scale, we have the C, F, and the G. So we have C major, F major, G major. Then the minor keys, we have D minor, A minor, E minor, and A minor. Then we have B diminished. So you realize that the keys has been divided into 3 aspects or 3 folds. That is the major keys that takes C, F, and G, and the minor keys that takes D, E, and A, and the diminished key that takes the B. Also, major keys are based on a major scales, and a minor key are also based on a minor scale, and a diminished key is based on a chord with 2 minor thirds above the root, meaning 3 semitones separates the third and the fifth note of the chord. That is all about the diminished chord. We will talk about that in my next lessons. Just know that the natural keys are divided into 3 aspects. That is the major, the minor, and the diminished. The major comes with the C, F, and G. So you hear C major, F major, G major, depending on the scale that you are playing. And also you hear D minor, E minor, and A minor, depending on the scale that you are playing. And also you hear B diminished, depending on the scale that you are playing, which is the C major scale. As an example, when you use the D major, when you use when you play the major scale on the D, on the key D, you see it will change. But just know that the 1, the 4, and the 5 takes the major keys, and the 2, 3, and 6 on the major scale takes the minor keys, and the 7th is on the major scale takes the diminished key. And also let's talk about the accidental keys. In music notations, an accidental is a symbol that indicates an alteration of a given pitch. Accidental may alter the pitch. Accidental may alter the pitch associated with the natural notes, or form a key signature that alters the pitches associated with the lines and spaces on a staff. You get it? So accidental can be seen as sharp, flat, or natural note, depending on the context of the key. For example, if we are in the key signature of G major, you realize that, don't forget that the accidental keys are the sharp and flat keys. Accidental keys are the sharp and flat keys, aside the natural keys. Aside the what? Natural keys. So when you are using C major, the C major have the natural keys, which is C, D, E, A, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. So realize that the C major scale has no accidental keys. That means it has no sharp and flat keys. Don't worry about the intervals between the major scale. Don't worry about the interval between the major scale, but the interval between the keys in the C major scale are the sharp and the flat keys. But we will talk about sharp and flat keys later on each one. But we just want you to know that the C major scale has no accidental keys because it has all the natural keys, which is C, D, E, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to your C. But with the F, we have F, G, and we have E. We have F, G, E. Then we come to F, G, A. Sorry. On the F scale, we have F, G, we have A, we have B, we have C, we have C, we have D, then we have F, then we have Do, we have E, and we have F. So realize that the F scale too, we don't have any accidental keys. Let's go to the G. The G, we have G as 1, A as 2, we have E as 3, we have F as 4, we have D as 5, and we have E as 6, but we have F sharp as the 7, and we have G. So in all, you realize that the G major scale, we have F sharp, we have F sharp as an accidental key in the G major scale. So in all, the accidental keys are the sharp keys and the flat keys. You get it? They are the sharp keys and the flat keys. So we have 5 accidental sharp keys and 5 accidental flat keys. The 5 accidental sharp keys are the, so let's take the C major scale as an example. From C, we have C sharp. So let's take the 7 natural keys. With that one, you understand it more. So from C, so the reason why we have 5 accidental sharp keys, that sharp keys has a condition. All the natural keys have sharp keys with the exception of B and E. So realize that we have A from your A, we have A sharp. From your A on the A string, we have A sharp, then we have B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, and back to your A. So you realize that the reason why we have 5 accidental keys is that all the natural keys have sharp keys with the exception of B and E. So you realize that we don't have B sharp and we don't have E sharp. So in all, we only have 5 sharp keys added to the 7 natural keys, making 12 keys. And also with the flat keys, we realize that all the natural keys have flat keys with the exception of C and F. So let's take an example on the third string, which is the A string. So with the A string, we have what? Well, we have A as an open string. Then from A, we have what? Between A and B, we have B flat or A flat. Sorry, we have B flat. So between the interval between from A, you come to what? B flat before B. Then from B, you come to C because C has no flat. Then from C, you come to D flat, then to D. Then from D, you come to E flat, then to E. Then from E, you come to F because F has no flat key. Then from F, you come to G flat to G, then from G flat you come to A flat to A. So you realize that with the sharp keys, and don't forget that all the natural keys have sharp keys with the exception of B and E, because the sharp keys are found on the fret, on the bass fretboard, from the neck of the fretboard to the higher, to the lower register, from the neck of the fretboard, which is the lower register, to the higher register of the fretboard. So from left of the fretboard to the right of the fretboard, they are arranged, the sharp keys are arranged from left to right of the fretboard, and the flat keys are arranged from right to left of the fretboard. And don't forget that there's all the natural keys have flat sharp keys with the exception of B and E. So when you mention, locate the natural keys, you then S key will be its sharp key with the exception of B and E. And also with the flat keys is from moving from right of the fretboard to the left of the fretboard. And also all the natural keys have flat keys with the exception of C and F. And you realize that you have 5 sharp keys, is omitting the B and the E to make it 5 sharp keys, adding it to the 7 natural keys, making 12 keys. And also with the flat keys, we have 5 flat keys, omitting the C and the F natural keys, having 5 flat keys, adding to the 7 natural keys, also making 12 keys. So you realize that we have 12 keys, which is either the 7 natural keys with the 5 sharp keys, 5 accidental sharp keys, knowing that with the sharp keys, all the natural keys have sharp keys with the exception of B and E. And also with 12 keys being the 7 natural keys and 5 flat keys, knowing that all the natural keys have 7 flat keys with the exception of C and F. That is all about the relationship with the 7 natural keys and the 5 accidental sharp keys and 5 accidental flat keys. And also the last thing is the relative and parallel keys, which I have explained in my earlier lessons, that the relative keys, all major and minor keys are relative to each other when they share all the same notes. So with the relative keys, realize that with the C major scale, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to your C. And with the when a key is relative, the major scale has the same keys to the minor with the natural minor scale when they have the same note. So then with the major scale, if the major scale is relative, if 2 keys are relative, that means the major scale have the same keys, and also the minor scale have the same keys. So the relative the natural keys also have, you go to the 6th note of the major scale. So if you take C major scale, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to your 8. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to your C. Let's go to the 6th note of the major scale to know whether it's a relative to the major scale. So to play the relative key, or to play this minor scale here on the 6th note of the major scale, we have A. The 6th note of the C major scale will be A. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and back to your A. You realize that the notes on the natural minor scale is the same as the note on the major scale. That makes C major scale and A natural minor scale a relative key. And also to talk about the parallel key, a parallel key is when the major scale and the minor scale have the same root note. So with the C major scale, we have do as the root note, do re mi fa sol la ti do, and also with the C minor scale too, we still have the do as the root notes, which is do re mo fa sol si do do. So a parallel key is when a major scale and a minor scale have the same root note, which is do. So that is all that we can learn about a key. That is all that we can learn about a key. That is all that we can learn about a key. Having the natural, knowing that there are 7 natural keys, and also knowing that there are 7 natural keys and they are divided into major, minor, and diminished, and also knowing that the keys also have a structure, which is a whole tone, 5 whole tones, and 2 half steps, or 2 semitones, or and also the whole tone is also called a whole step, and also the semitone is also called a half step, and also the accidental keys, knowing that the keys are divided, the natural keys are divided into major, minor, and diminished, which is the major is the C major, F major, and G major, and the minor is D minor, E minor, and A minor, and also a diminished key, which is a B diminished, and also the accidental keys, which is the 5 sharp accidental keys, knowing that all the natural keys have sharp keys with the exception of B and E. That is why we have 5 sharp keys, adding it to the 7 natural keys, making 12 keys, and also the 5 flat keys, knowing that all the 7 natural keys have flat keys with the exception of C and F, meaning that the C and F has no flat keys. Then we will automatically have 5 flat keys, adding it to the 7 natural keys, having 12 keys, having also 12 keys, and also the and also the relative keys, and also the parallel keys, where I said that the relative keys, all major and minor keys are relative to each other when they share all the same notes. So if you have C major, the notes in the C major scale are the same as the notes in the A minor scale. That makes C major scale, C and A relative key. That means the notes in the C major scale are the same as the notes in the A minor scale, just that they interchange. But once the notes are the same, they are relative. That means C and A are relative. For you to know that 2 keys are relative, play a major scale on the key and go to the sixth note of the major scale and run and play the minor scale on it, and realize that that keys major and the sixth note that you play the relative, that you play the major, that you play the minor scale on that keys major scale are relative. So C and A are not only the relative keys, just that for you to know 2 keys are relative. Let's say D is a relative to B, because the notes in the D scale are the same as the note in the B scale. That makes it relative. And also the parallel keys are parallel key is when the major scale and the minor scale share the same root note. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also share and like and comment on my YouTube channel, my TikTok, as well as my Instagram page, to learn more lessons from Jamo's Bass Player. Thank you.